We're here. We're doing things. We're gonna break stuff. It's gonna be fun. Definitely gonna mute everybody. We definitely don't want feedback going on. As fun as that is for everyone to experience, we definitely don't want to do that. Now let's just make sure everything's running properly. Last thing I want to do is set myself up for failure. And just like that, I think we're good. How is everyone this evening? I know no one's had a chance to be here yet. I know. How are you, fucker? How are you doing today?
Okay.
As I hear the sound of something breaking in the background.
No, that's just a shitty chair.
Hey.
Like, any pedestal chair I wear out after a time, it just happens.
Look, the more squeaky the chair, the more history it has, okay? That's a good thing.
Literally, like, new to me chairs, like, start making that noise in short order.
I personally enjoy a squeaky chair. Actually, my office chair back in my actual office. Hello.
Oh God! Don't let them see you.
They're actually lots of fun because they squeak a lot. Hold up. I see.
Open door already, goddamn.
There's a place to put my little robot.
Mine's not in this room.
What's up?
Mine's not in this room.
Where is yours?
I don't know, it's somewhere over here.
Well, let's go find it.
I'll wait for you.
No point in leaving perfectly good resources on the table. Oh my goodness.
It's the other side of this fence.
Well, I don't know of a way to get... Kitty, stop it! Okay, well then let's just press on.
I'm gonna launch it anyway. I've got spares.
Yeah. Wait, wasn't this a... I don't know, did I actually like this weapon? I like it, but I don't know if it was any good.
I don't remember anymore.
See, it's been too long.
Is it over yet?
Well, we are getting close, but no, not yet. We're probably not going to beat it tonight either, but we're probably in the next 2 sessions will beat it. Hey, look, sir, you have an opportunity right now, a glorious opportunity to buy Barotrauma, okay?
Glorious opportunity to buy a MechWarrior 5 Mercenary.
Well, no, that costs way more money. The game that I'm looking at is like $7.
That's too much money.
Oh. Don't get shot. Don't get shot. Don't get shot. Don't get shot. It hurts. It hurts.
Why can't you roll like I can?
I can roll like you can.
First roll ever.
Oh, wait. The meth heads. Gotta be super careful. Otherwise, the super scary meth heads will tear our face off and then eat our teeth.
I'm just... Oh, goddamn cutscene.
Yeah!
We already saw this cutscene.
We're not behind by that much. He's dead, Jim.
Not dead enough.
You gotta do a barrel roll.
Calm down there, Shatner.
Oh no, I was more looking for Star Fox. Oh god! Now, normally I don't like getting that close to things that try to stab me, but that was actually rather fun and invigorating.
smoke you.
Yup. Now I do have some fun stories tonight. I have some fun stories, but I have to wait. Because it's not fair to tell them now. They are fun. They're gonna be fun, and you're gonna enjoy them because some of them are embarrassing to me.
As long as I don't have to go through any more of that stupid, ridiculous, frigging, like, oh, I had a traumatic past. Ah!
I don't think I ever said I had a traumatic past. Although
No, I'm talking about for my character. Nope, here we go.
Oh yeah, no, this is it. We have to go through this. I was like, what are you talking about?
I thought we already finished the stupid crap with him.
Oh, we're gonna finish this.
No, but I thought, like, what?
You okay?
Yeah, you okay, man?
We already did all this crap, like, last week or whatever.
Did we?
Yes, so, like, we did all this. I already went through this. No, I swear to God, if we're doing this again, I'm done. We're not doing that side mission crap.
All right, fine. We're done. We didn't do it. All right, fine.
I already did it. I'm not doing it again. I hated that crap.
Oh, come on. It's fun.
No.
Don't even want to finish what we started.
I already finished it. I'm not doing it again.
Maybe the issue is that we finished it, but we never actually, like, made it to the end. I don't know.
Partners waiting in the elevator. We're both in the elevator, stupid game.
There we go.
Yeah, no, if I have to sit through that crap again, I will uninstall the game.
Well, sir. I don't know how I can help you. We're doing it again.
Nope.
Quietly. Don't we have to do the part where we put Rosetta back together? Have we done that yet?
Rosetta, we haven't done that yet, but like Carver's bullshit. No, I already did that once. Another idea.
Okie dokie.
I hated that crap.
Okay. All right.
All right. Let's hope we can figure this thing out before Danik finds us.
Oh my
Hip
God.
bone's connected to the leg bone.
Potato's connected to the potato.
Potato's gonna connect to the potato bone. Wait a minute. Nope. Is that one? I think it's it.
Wow, you were bad at this.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't put the alien together all that much. There's the chicken wing right there.
Whatever. How are we supposed to piece this thing together?
There must be a trick to it.
There must be a trick to it. Yeah, just line up the pieces as best you can. That's not right.
Yeah, no, you think?
Okay. I think I see something forming here.
Oh, do you? Like an aneurysm from the amount of effort that I'm putting into this?
Maybe waiting for you to like get it right.
Oh my gosh, I was so off.
Yep, took you forever. Activate all things. I love how we switch places.
Alright, this part makes no sense to me if I remember correctly.
Where's her face?
She doesn't have a face. It's not even a she. It's an it. Rosetta's an alien.
Racist.
What? What does that mean?
It's nothing racist. It's called a legal status.
How do you know it's not a she?
Alien machine.
Who cares? It's not human. I don't give a damn.
All right. Let's see what happens when we act.
This ain't Star Trek.
This could get a little weird.
So why is it that we need all these to create a little pod? And why does this affect him?
Because he's Isaac.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that this should be an analog process, or at least one that's not, like, open to him. And why are they all just standing around? They're just chilling.
Because that's what cults do.
I guess they're on the cult. I just assumed that the people on the planet were trying to not turn into zombies.
Well, I mean, they built the damn things in the first place, so you know.
No, they didn't. They didn't build it. They found it.
I thought they built it.
No. That was the initial idea, is that they built it, but no, they just found it. Now, there's a last-ditch effort by these guys to... This is what we're seeing now. There's a last-ditch effort to, like, freeze the planet and stop the formation of the next... Or to stop the cycle. Though I'm not entirely sure why freezing the planet stopped that.
Oh, the spaghetti in my head.
Yeah, basically.
Ah, God, I pooped myself.
No, we've got it all wrong. This isn't the marker homeworld.
Ooh, I wonder what happens.
The aliens, they found the markers just like us, and it spread. It consumed them. It pulled their bodies into the sky to form the final stage. Oh my God, the moon. The moon is the source of the marker signal, not the machine.
The moon is made of cheese.
No, the moon is made of dead people.
The aliens,
I see dead
built the
people.
machine to freeze the
They don't
planet,
even know they're dead.
to keep the moon from becoming whole.
Make us whole.
If the machine shuts down, everything thaws, and convergence is resumed, not just here.
I like how this entire system is on like a parallel electrical network. Is it parallel? Yeah, it's like where if one goes down, the rest of it doesn't, or the rest of it does too. It's like a parallel circuit.
It's isolated.
Yeah, like so it's like if you have a light switch and like 4 rooms are on the same switch, you know? So they're all connected, but it's parallel. So if you turn on one switch and then you turn on another one, the only reason the other one works is because the initial one was turned on.
Nobody wears anything like that.
I literally have a switch like that in my house.
I'm pretty sure that's not the code, but
And now that I have this, I'll be able to turn it off.
Well, I need an electrician who is in the chat to speak up and let me know if I'm just completely out of my mind.
Humanity doesn't make the same.
oh, yeah, it may be that way. There's a lot of houses that are built not to code. I'm just saying, like, you know, it's not supposed to be that way.
Come on, kill them.
Oh, come on, kill them. Even though I've got a gun to your head, you go on, do that.
Oh my God, melting! Oh my, over the road!
How did he get there?
Ah,
Ah!
the fuck?
It burns my face! Come on, let's go!
And
Come
why
on, we
doesn't
have
my
a
helmet
touching
close?
scene!
Why doesn't my helmet close?
Because plot demands it!
Worst rating ever.
Yeah, I know, the writing for this is a little bit weird.
Ellie, come on! Ellie!
Like, this scene is really weird.
It's moving too fast.
Oh my God, well you're gonna die for sure if you stay, so...
Yeah, really.
I love you.
Also, that facial animation.
Why didn't you press A?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Did you press A? No.
No, because I don't need to press A.
That's right, you pressed X. To win!
I don't press an X either, dude.
That gas is still coming! We gotta go! Now!
Yeah, seriously, come on, guy.
She's all I got. This was
I love how your armor says born to kill on it.
Now we've gotta finish this for her! Got it? Do you got it? Then let's go!
I didn't know Isaac was a colonial marine.
Hell yeah!
Oh my God. Let's go. Jesus Christ.
No.
Yeah, yes, come in.
Run! Oh god, that burns still. Oh god, I am out of health.
Kidding me.
Whoa, that was a big old jump.
I figured it'd pull you along if I got to the next cutscene.
I need to stop off and make some medikits.
I left her.
You dropped some, I'm like probably carrying like a crap ton.
I'll throw some my way, bro. I like how their decon is literally something that murders everyone in the room.
Hey,
Like, quite literally, that is the, imagine a bunch of scientists just sitting in a room just going, oh, by the way, if you let any of this stuff out, we're gonna burn you all alive. It's like, oh, jeez.
Well, I mean, that's usually what they have got set up with, like, any kind of biohazards.
Yeah, they usually don't burn people alive.
They've got burn protocols for stuff that's, like, really over the top.
Santos.
Oh, no, don't get me
You
wrong.
know, if it gives you health, or you just gonna keep rolling?
We set
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah.
locators to that point, and it'll take us straight to Danik.
You can just, oh yeah, drop them and let me pick them up. But like, you know, I work very closely next to a laboratory that experiments on that kind of stuff. The stuff that you really, really, really don't want let loose. So I'm aware of some of the protocols that they have.
I'm talking about like some like next level, like, you know, shit that you're probably not gonna ever be around. I'm sure they've got protocols where they're like, this gets loose, we are setting your ass on fire. You know, we're cleansing the room.
If any of the stuff in the laboratory I work next to gets loose, they shut down the entire city, and they deploy the National Guard, where if they catch you trying to leave, they shoot you on sight. That is the protocol that I went over during at the beginning of COVID.
I'm talking about like, you know,
That's pretty hardcore.
Well, hardcore is like they steal the room and set it on fire. I'm talking like, yeah, that's probably like not anything that they're actually working with.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say that a building like so. Okay, I'm not saying I know what's in there, but I do know that one of the first samples of COVID made it to our labs, and then we have. Oh, geez, I have to go back and look at the old documentation that I was given. Basically, like, one of the things that I have to do is we have to do IT work inside that laboratory every now and again. Not a lot, but a little bit. They usually have their own people and their own contractors that go through there. But occasionally we'll get some work orders or requests for things like that that have to be on like our organization's network, or that they haven't found a contractor to work on, but they still need service to be done. We'll get those in there, but because we have to go in there, we have to do certain like safety protocols and safety testing. And then anything that we get out of that laboratory doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter where it was, doesn't matter if it's at the front desk. Actually, no, I think about it. If anything but the front desk, everything must be burned. It doesn't matter where it goes; it must be incinerated. And they actually tell us what they actually have in that laboratory, so that we, you know, because they have to give us full disclosure for some reason. And I was like, I don't really want to know this. I was like, I really don't want to know that we're working on, like, you know, I really don't want to know that we're, like, you know, intentionally modifying viruses. I don't want to know that. But yeah, I have to look at the old documentation if I can find it. All I know is it scared the crap out of me. Wait a minute, are we going the wrong way? We're going the wrong way.
Following this thing for a lever. Nope,
Oh.
it's in the other room.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I have to actually look at the old emails. I'm right behind you.
Alright, it's this game.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
There we go.
Oh, I got one too. Fantastic.
Now we can go the right way.
Fantastic. Let's go.
We're like at the door. Bird's waiting at the door.
No, it's a rendering thing. So remember, this game was an old 360 game. Say old. This is probably what, mid to late 360.
It's 2013. This is an old game.
Well, I know it's an old game, but I'm saying for the life cycle of the 360. What was it like?
I don't keep track of console life cycle.
Okay, well, I want to say it's mid to late 360.
PC Master Race checking in.
I'm not arguing. I bought this game for PC. I'm simply stating it was designed around the 360. I have never played this for Xbox 360. I have only played it for PC.
Calm down, sir.
I would like you to do the same. Did he hit you?
Well, I guess I blew up the rocket before I actually made contact.
You can actually catch the rocket.
He said, is he trying to?
I wasn't trying to catch the rocket. That time I caught the rocket. He's dead.
Just
I
making
killed him.
sure.
I caught the
Making sure.
rocket and I threw it back at him. Like a boss.
Caught the rocket, but I did not
Oh.
catch the deputy.
Dang! Kill them all! What the? Where did you come from?
Just dropped it on us.
What the hell? Jeez! Just move over here. Oh, grenade. He's dead, Jim. Let's see if we can get... Oh, thank God. Oh, God dang it. I just healed.
He was alive.
God dang. Alright, is it in here? No. Can we go in here? No, we cannot.
Need a card.
Oh, 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 oh. What did I hear? What did I hear? Thought I heard something.
I think it's upstairs.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that first like creature just dropped out of the sky, pretty much.
Sweet. I mean, all of a sudden, I was gonna say I was by myself, but that's not true. You were right there.
Oh, I was using the whatever shockwave, like just popping everything.
Let's see here. Let's flip over to my kinetic gun or whatever this is called.
Is that bird gonna shoot us?
I don't know. Let's find out. I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen? It shoots at us?
It's just sitting up there sedately. What's going on?
It's it wants to see what happens. It's as curious as we are. Oh God! Let's see here. So I'll give this like maybe 20-30 more minutes because I have a story to tell that I want to share because it's funny. It's funny and embarrassing.
We're going this way. Where are you going?
Nowhere.
Apparently.
I'm not going anywhere, apparently. They died well.
Hold up.
Isn't there like an audio log here? There we go. Oh, this part's fun. Are you ready for some fun?
No.
Alright, you get down. Oh, snap! Ow!
Come get some, son.
We're not done yet. I always die here.
Hold up.
Holding up.
There's a bot drop over here.
Well, I only have one bot!
Sorry, I've got 3. Okay, where'd you go?
I'm right behind you. I'm just picking up all the gear that we left. Alright. Get ready for meth heads. Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Pick me up! Pick me up!
I'm in the middle.
We're gonna die! Oh, well, that's the end of that. Quick, 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 quick! I can hit him! I can kill him! Give me up! Ah! Thank you. Let's kill these guys.
Off!
I like how my shotgun is essentially a freaking sniper rifle. It's actually better than the sniper rifle. How are you not dead? What? What the hell? Is he dead?
I blew his face off.
What the hell is the purpose of the sniper rifle if I can't snipe people with it? That was rather ridiculous.
Yeah, I would say.
Alright, let me put that.
You're like screaming, pick me up, and I've got like 3 of them in my face. It's like I can't.
I was just kind of weirded out by that.
Yeah, no, like I started trying to light him up right as he got on your back.
That's what I get for not paying attention to what was going on.
Mini game, fun.
These are the best mini games ever! Don't you dare say otherwise!
All the engineering.
Yes. Okay, I got you. Press the button.
I pressed the damn button. It wasn't blinking for me anymore. After you
Blink
like sprayed me over.
harder.
No, stop trying to run towards the one that's on my side.
That was my bad. Okay. There we go. That was weak. I apologize. I'll do better next time. There we go. So that took utter concentration, everybody. That took all of my concentration to make work. All right, let's go.
Right here.
Let's see if we can die.
I'm again gonna run with my glowy box of thingamabobber.
It's okay. I'm gonna change out my guns.
There must be some other way down. That shaft must be miles deep.
Oh yeah, we got a shaft for you.
That's our
I
way
got a
down.
nice, good shaft for you.
We lost it. We're gonna lose everything if we don't move. Now.
As much as I enjoy all that stuff we've been doing with the my little melee gun, I do need something with a bit more oomph that can go boomy boom and shoot lots of bullets. I may or may not require my partner here as well. Let's go!
I'm fucking pressing it. What does it want from me?
Am I not pressing it? There we go.
It's like holding. I'm like, I am.
How many people does it take to screw in a light bulb? When it comes to us, we need a team of people.
You're fucking crazy, right? Come on! Yeah,
Here we go! Whee! Ah! Ah! Oh crap, crap, crap! Oh crap, behind me! Jeez!
All hands, stand clear. Resuming.
Oh crap! Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh Lord. Okay, that was fun. Oh, wait. More stuff.
It's down.
Yep, gonna go down. On aboard.
Slow down. Getting yourself killed is not gonna fix this.
Actually, you're
Norton was
going
right
faster.
about one thing. This is a one-way trip. And if I'm gonna die on this ice ball, I'm taking Danik with me.
That's the spirit.
Are you gonna heal?
What are you talking about? This is as far as I can get.
Well,
I thought I saw somebody just pointing a gun at me. Oh, there he is. He's down there. There we go. Let's go!
I'm pressing the damn button. The game's stupid.
Whee! Shoot the crates!
Why won't the game let me aim? Jesus Christ.
You can aim, just not well.
I know, it was like straight up hip firing. I couldn't aim for shit.
We're gonna go after the frigging platform. Whee! It's okay, everybody on there's already dead. How did that guy take a direct hit from a friggin' rocket? Run,
Do you
boys,
have a
run.
moment? Do you have a moment to speak about our Lord and Savior Spaghetti Monster?
Oh my god. Have you heard the word of our Lord and Savior, Giant Moon Rock, that eats you? Oh, it's our favorite minigame.
It's cancer.
So are the Moon Men just the moon? If the moon eats you? We're gonna make it! Yes!
Honestly, this probably will be engineering in the future. Make it so like retards can do it.
There are worse things to deal with. Let's see here. Oh crap, I'm out of scrap metal? That's weird.
God, what a noob.
That's right. So that general at the beginning of that little thing, or this little adventure, he was the right. He was in the right. He was in the right to murder everyone. He did a good boy. Oh, what
Pretty
you
good
got?
boy does fine.
What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got? You wearing the same armor that I am?
No,
You're not. You're wearing a different version. Ooh, you got the beady little eyes. You even got the spider goggles. See, the spider goggles helps me see in infrared and night vision. Come on. Come on. Ooh, creepy eyes, creepy eyes, creepy eyes. What the hell was that?
What was that?
You did? Oh, hello. Did it just take its own head off? Yes, it did. I just saw somebody tear its own head off. That's fascinating.
Sounds sexy.
I mean, I wouldn't call that sexy, but I mean, interesting, maybe. Sexy? I don't know about that. I just, maybe it's me. I just don't get, I don't get excited about that kind of stuff. Let's go!
Dude, I'm pressing the button. The game is stupid.
I'm not yelling at you. I'm just like, let's go! Yeah, suck it! Oh, I got him in the head on that one. Oh, hello. Oh god! Oh god! Exploding baby people, run! Just keep running!
I'm working on it.
Just keep running. Just keep running. What do? We just keep running. Those monsters are pretty big. Kill it! Those are big monsters. Oh crap! Okay, let's go. Let's see here.
Hold up. There we go.
I just had a red thingy. Okay, did you actually have something to deploy?
I had a robot to drop. What are you talking about?
Oh, so you didn't actually have a resource location.
No, I did have a resource location. You know, little concentric rings. Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Whee! Ah! God dang it! Die! Just die! Oh my Lord, have mercy.
Oh, bullshit! Damn it.
Well, why'd you die?
Because a game doesn't like to let you actually slip through shit.
Nope.
No, I made it true, but it's like, nope, fuck you.
It may have been because I wasn't there.
No, I didn't freeze it, but like I actually didn't get hit by the blades. It still screwed me.
You have to slow it down, and then I have to be right behind you. Don't jump past it. Now run!
What?
I don't know.
I didn't get killed by anything. Nothing hit me. Nothing. Like, this quick time shit's gotta go. Like it should just like.
This isn't a quick.
It's close enough. It's close enough.
Ah, no, it's not.
It's absolutely close.
Run! Sprint! Sprint, lad!
Dude, I am. This game, fuck me.
I'm not into it, but you know what?
No, I'm not into this dog shit game design. I literally am not. Like, this and fucking checkpoints, this kind of shit's gotta, like, just die.
Well, as you said, this game is old, so... Here, we'll take it slow. Run! Just sprint!
Dude, I've been.
Oh, another one! Run! I'm coming! I'm coming! Whee! Oh, there's Carver. Carver! No!
Pressing that damn button, game.
Oh, you had to press a button?
Yes, I had to press a damn button.
Oh, I'm
Like,
sorry.
spamming the shit out of it, and it's sitting there still sucking me in.
Well, yeah, that happens. I mean, it's not like it's not gonna do it while it's waiting.
Radio for reinforcements.
I like him. He killed everybody. Then get us more people for him to kill. What path? The only way down here was a giant shaft with a friggin' fan in it. How did they even get this thing down here?
Damn it! We better find him before the reinforcements arrive. Come on!
Me thinks someone wasn't thinking that through all the way. Yeah, because this is supposed to be a giant fan up there, right? Oh no, I guess no, they came down a different shaft. Never mind. Yeah, you're good. Oh, somebody has a robot, looks like.
Probably me. Quicky.
I got 46. See, this is the problem. I can't use any of that stuff. I'm out of scrap now.
This fucking... I can't get to the damn station because of this stupid lamp.
The what?
This frigging lamp right here. I can't pick it up. I can't move it. I can't do anything with it.
The lamp's over here, man.
No, there is a freaking work light right at my feet. And it may not be on your screen, but it's right at my feet. It was keeping me from moving out of the corner. I couldn't get to the bench.
Huh. Weird. Well, that's what EA gets for trying to put something like this in the game at the last minute. Ooh, health. We definitely want health. Ooh, look, more ammo. It's getting cold now, boys. I don't like the cold. I hate the cold. I mean, anyone who enjoys the cold is usually not a good person. I know a few people that
I like the cold.
See, as I said, most people that like the cold, not good people.
No, maybe you can finish the game on your own then.
Eh. So mean. Why are you being mean?
You're the one who did it.
I wasn't being that mean. I was saying that you're not good people. It's very different.
Uh-huh.
Oh, there it is.
The misshapen moon in orbit. That's what controls
Just in case you haven't been paying attention.
end state of these creatures. Or rather, it would have been. You see, the natives of this planet constructed a machine that froze the moon in mid-formation. But it wasn't enough. Even half-formed, the moon's marker signal speaks to the markers back home. And it doesn't end there.
So shouldn't we be able to trace that signal back home?
Spanning the stars. As each one completes, it connects to this network, making them aware. If this moon should complete, its brothers will all come, looking for food. But
Everybody ran out of stream. They're tired of this game too.
Configuring the machine.
Oh, did they?
It wasn't meant to
I got like 3 watchers.
it was meant to destroy
whatever.
it. You'll need the codex. It is the key to
We're sick of your shit too.
No, that's okay. You know what's really cool? You can see me standing in front of this. There's no shadow.
Best game ever.
Carver, did you hear that? The machine can crush the moon. It just needs to be properly configured.
If we just toss the machine at the
Stopping Danik
moon.
won't be enough.
Okay, we're in
Get that
suits
codex.
that have comm systems. Why are you? Why would your character be yelling? It's so stupid.
Because I need you to hear me over your helmet, sir.
You want to translate for me?
Let's see here. That's the video message. Oh, that's right. Open. Oh yeah. 2 little thingies going up to the left, 2 bars, and 1 going down to the right, and then 1 bar going back to the left.
It's not letting me change anything? I don't know.
Oh, okay. Read it to me. What is it? I think I got it.
You didn't memorize it? Like, seriously?
No, my ADD and my attention span are far too small for that. Actually, yes, I did.
Worst. I've got 5,000 rounds.
Okay, so maybe we will be able to finish it tonight. I mean, maybe not. It depends. We still got a little ways to go, but we're close. We're nearing the end, guys.
I mean, we're gonna do this again.
And we're gonna do it all over again.
Nope.
Yes.
Watch me nope the fuck out.
Nope.
That must be the machine.
Because we missed a lot of co-op stuff, man.
Nope,
This
nope,
is
nope.
it, huh?
Yep. Yep.
This is it.
I will uninstall the game.
Nope.
I need you.
Yeah,
It's
well,
only like
why-
6 gigs.
I'll uninstall it.
6 gigs, sir.
You'll get this
There's
done.
too many gigs for it.
We'll get this done, Carver. You and me.
That's right.
If I don't... I help get us this far.
Why does Kerber's face look so much better than Isaac's? Isaac's looks like, you know, just like, I don't know, like it's
Count for what?
older engine.
Hey, maybe they just ported his face over and that was it. But I think what it is that because they had to do so many other textures for Carver's face, they spent more time on it. That's my guess. But I couldn't tell you.
My son.
I don't think Isaac's looks bad.
It doesn't look terrible, but it doesn't look as good.
I mean,
Good man does.
I don't know.
Good men mean well.
Well, a lot of Isaac's like sunken, sullen eye stuff is just like it looks like a bad 2D model as opposed to whereas like the ones on like Carver's face looks like 3D, like those wrinkles actually look like they're moving.
I'm sorry about Ellie, man.
See, Isaac makes a very interesting point there, but it's still wrong. Is that good men mean well, they just don't always do well. And I was like, okay, cool. So that's literally saying the path to hell is paved with good intentions. Like,
No, that's the truth though. It's like, you know, just because you mean well doesn't mean shit.
yeah, it's like, you know, just because you mean to do something good and you don't, that doesn't mean that you're a good person. That just means you didn't do something good. It doesn't mean you're a bad person per se, but doesn't mean you're a good person.
Chester.
Let's see. What the? Okay, wrong way. Got it. But yeah, I've always hated that. It's like, it's about what's in your heart. And I'm like, no, it's about literally what your outcomes are.
Seriously.
Stop.
It's like, I didn't mean to kill him, but you still killed him.
Yeah, it's like, well, I just wanted to beat the living crap out of him. It's like, yeah, that doesn't make you a good person either.
Danik, do you know about the moon? Do you know what it is?
Part of the miraculous ecosystem, I assume.
It's alive, Danik. It's hungry and it isn't alone. If you turn off the machine, you'll set it free. And then it and all its brothers find our markers, find us, and wipe us out.
How can you presume to know its intention? You fear it because
This guy is high as fuck.
This guy's amazing. He's a great British bad guy. Because he is like two-dimensional. He's almost cartoon villain levels. Like, I mean, I don't know if he's quite that bad, but he's pretty close to cartoon villain level.
He's absolutely cartoon villain levels. Part of what makes it so
Like, how do
terrible,
you
right?
know its
And
intention? It's like, bro, because literally, if you just look what it does. Whee! Oh man.
Colt 45, semi-automatic, Play-Doh.
What?
You ever seen the, whoa, what the hell? Ontologist Artifact Discovery?
Oh, cool, you found something.
The movie Short Circuit.
That was a long time ago.
Oh yeah, like the guy pulls a 45 on him and he grabs the gun and like breaks it in half and he's like, Colt 45 semi-automatic, Play-Doh.
Play-Doh. Oh, jeez. I like how the C4 is just in this little bucket thing that they have. You just pull it out.
I love how it's like a candy dispenser. You just keep pulling the
Yeah,
handle.
it's like, I want like 6 C4s. Like, sure, here you go. I guess this isn't the C4, this is the detonator.
Oh my god! Well, that didn't take long, Jesus.
Wait, why do I have the... Oh, that's right, Danik's here. Isaac! Give that back to me! It could have been mine! It should have been mine! Give it to me!
It's like, give it to me. It's like, how about you go fuck yourself?
Alright, now this part's a little bit weird.
Just this part.
Markers everywhere. And now we're surrounded by the bones of the dead. Permanent markers, that's right, Grim. I have been waiting for you, Grim. Where have you been? I have stories to tell that are funny. Behind you. Alright, here we go. Up, up, I hear squigglies. I got squigglies.
Hear him, I don't see him.
I hear him. Alright, do you hear him? I hear him.
I hear him, I just don't see him. They're probably up the ramp.
There they are. It's okay, Grim. I forgive you. All right, now let's go this way.
Why are we going this way?
That's supposed to. Wait, there's supposed to be a little thing over here. I guess it's only for single player. That's dumb. Are there only places you can get access to if you play single player? That's stupid. It means you can't play everything in one go.
Just the way they intended.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoy playing this game anyway, so I'll play it again regardless. But still. All right, 2 up. And then that one's fine, and then that one's good. If Chewbacca could had a language, that's all I'm saying.
Literally can't pick up ammo. This is bullshit.
Whee! We need more zero-G! Oh. Which one's the right way? Oh god! That hurts! Alright, there we go. Alright, now which way's up? Which way's down? There we go. But yes, I have stories to tell, but first I want to get past this section. And then I can tell a funny story or two. And they're funny because they're embarrassing for me! I'm going to run out of health kits eventually. Oh, too far.
No idea where the hell I'm going. Close track of you, I don't know where you're at.
Where are you?
Like I said, I don't know where you're at.
Right there. You found me. See, you got this. Where are you? Are you up there? No?
It's above us.
There we go. Boom! 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 Alright, time to fly forward a little bit, and then just, there we go, right there. Right there, just a little bit of that. Alright, your turn to do the, I guess I'll do it. Let's see, 2 up. What's the second one?
I don't remember.
It's literally right
It's right in front of your face, yeah.
Yeah, but I can't see it.
It looks like 3 lines, or like 2 lines and a downward.
Alright, 2 lines, then downward. What's the last one?
It doesn't look like anything for the last one. It's like the last one's wiped out.
Okay. Alright, got it. Fantastic.
No, door, no.
So I would like to tell you the story of the time that I was a garbage man. I was a garbage man when I was in high school. It was a very fun time. It was a very wonderful time. But what I would do is I had an extra period in my freshman year of high school. Now, those of you that don't know how Americans work, a freshman means it's my first year. It means that everything sucks all the time because everyone above you thinks they're better than you. And this is partially true, but only true once you become a senior. Now, the fun part of this story is not the trash man part, but it will be funny in a moment. Now, one of the things I did is that because I had a free period, thanks to the school that I had come from originally in this story, I actually was ahead of schedule for my learning, which is great. It's good news, right? I mean, who doesn't like to be ahead of schedule? That's always good, and you know, being ahead of schedule is a fun thing to do. The problem was this school, the way that they actually organized their, I mean, I don't know if you call it their, no, let's just call it like just their curriculum. They didn't really have options if you didn't, or if you were ahead, they didn't really have any options for you. There was just simply, you either followed their curriculum or you had lots of free periods until like the next year. which is weird because as a freshman, I should be pretty much where everybody else was, but that wasn't the case. I had already taken lots of the classes that a freshman needed to take. So I had free periods. And so I went to the lunch lady and I was like, can I take out the trash and get paid? And they're like, well, I don't know if we can get you paid. And I was like, well, if you can get me paid, I'll take out the trash. Because there was lots of little trash cans. Because the school that I went to had K through 12, and they all used the same trash cans. So there's lots of trash by the end of the day. Now, that's not too big of a deal. And for the most part, it was relatively not very exciting. Except for one day. And the way this, well, actually before this, the way this usually worked is that you had to drag all the trash out of the trash cans, of course. And then what we did is we loaded them up to onto this old truck, probably like maybe made it's a white truck, banged up, 80s. Let's do this real quick. And you know, it's nothing special, but it gets the job done. But the way that we had to actually load this stuff in the car, get this stuff out of the car, was a bit weird. Because we couldn't actually, let's see. There we go. Because the way we couldn't just toss it from the truck to the actual dumpster. We had to get out of the truck and then throw it into the dumpster. I forget exactly why, but basically we just didn't get the right angle, or no, it was where we couldn't park there and then move the truck back. So we had to actually get out of the truck and then manually throw it into the trash or the dumpster. And the dumpster was pretty tall, which is weird. It was not a normal looking dumpster.
Follow Serrano's clues and reconfigure the machine.
One day,
me
me and a buddy of mine, we are putting the trash into the dumpster. Now, that's not overly out of the ordinary, except for what happens next. Oh God! So, as you know, all right, cool, you're good. Then just stop here. We're good. So, all right, you can do that too. So, as you know, whenever you have lots of little kids and young adults eating, they usually throw their drinks away, right? You know, there's always going to be some drinks and things like that, and that happens. Sometimes you get a little bit of mixture of like chocolate pudding and chocolate milk and soda and Gatorade all mixed together to create a nice, lovely, milky, sticky concoction. It's all fantastic. But one day, we're tossing the trash bags into the trash can, but one of them doesn't quite make it. It gets caught on the lip, and it's heavy. What I'm going to describe to you next, it's one of these things that just, it stays in my mind, and it probably will to the day I die, because it was freaking hilarious. But me and my friend, we see the bag beginning to rip, and I see the bottom of this bag is covered in brown. It's dark and nasty looking. And I'm seeing the plastic give way on this stupid little trash bag. So my buddy, in an attempt to stop this, puts his hands on the bag, and we're both reaching for it. And I'm going to describe to you my face here, because it's, I'll never forget it. Because although I'm putting my hands up to try and put it up, I'm also kind of rearing my head back a little bit and kind of leaning my shoulders back and pushing my hands out, you know? I'm squinting my eyes. I'm like tightening and pursing my lips. And I've got my neck. I'm just like tensing my neck up, going, because I know what's coming. And my buddy's going in slow motion. I see this happen where he goes, no, and his mouth is open as the bag tears. And in slow motion, I see his face get covered in this brownish black sludge. And so the no goes from no to and he's like, he starts to gurgle. It's just, and it's not enough because there's like pudding pieces coming out. There's thicker parts of the pudding and the liquid coming together to like form this pseudo sticky sludge, like I said, and it just clings to his face as his mouth is now, he's got it in his mouth, it's down his shirt, it's in his hair, it's in his eyebrow, it's everywhere. He took a full blast of it, and the best part is that he opened his mouth. So I got to see liquid pool around his mouth as he was like,
Sounds like a story I wish I wasn't here for.
oh man, no, there's worse. And he gets mad at me. That's the best part. He gets super pissed off at me. He's like, why did you let this happen? And I was like, oh yeah, you know, wait, man. Like, I totally was... That was totally on purpose. As a matter of fact, I intended for this to happen. Oh my gosh, it was great. I mean, it just, the best part was just like a mixture of brown and black sludge. And like, as it's pouring out of the bag, I mean, in slow motion, I'm seeing his eyes close, his mouth open wide as he's like, no! And he's yelling it at the top of his lungs. That's amazing, you mean. Ah, crud. What's the last character? Oh, never mind. It gave it to me. Well, I last time I played this, I don't think they had an option where it actually showed it to me. So, but yeah, no. So it was hilarious, and he did not find it nearly as entertaining as I did. No, actually, he did not die from some disease, but he did piss and moan about it for a long time. The thing is, like, the only reason he was allowed to do this is because he was with me, and because he wanted money, right? That's it. But what he did do is he got really, really anal about how we put stuff in the trash or in the dumpster from now on. And he had a little pissing fit about whether or not we would, like, we would have somebody else do it or something. And I was like, no, they paid us to do it. Why would we have it? Why would we have somebody else do the job we're getting paid for? Because then we have to bring them in for the money. Like, no, you'll be fine. You're a big kid. You can handle it.
Hey, Carver, I'll bet this supercharging effect might let us TK the limbs right off Decker boards while they're still moving.
That's great. Thanks for the tip.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, I'll never forget. I forgot. And his stupidity gets worse. Oh crap! Behind us. So he eventually, we are asked to dispose of some. We're asked eventually to dispose of some lights, some old, I think what they're called, what are they called? Those like tubey lights? I forget what they're called. I'm an
Fluorescent tubes?
Yeah, fluorescent tubes. And he thinks it's really cool because when you break them, they shatter. You know, there's not just...
Don't do that.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Like, whoever's listening to this right now, do not do what we did. It is very stupid. And so he's like, this is really cool. Watch this. And he grabs it by the bottom. And he smashes it against the dumpster. And, of course, it shatters into 1,000 tiny little pieces, right? And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And so he does this 3 or 4 more times. I'm like, hey, buddy, what happens if it... And as I was telling him, maybe you shouldn't do this, he basically he takes one of the tubes, and he smashes it against the dumpster, and just then I hear him have a small blood-curdling scream, just a small one, as I see blood spray across the dumpster. Apparently, when he had done this, it shattered and shot up his arm, so he actually has this nice little gash driving up his wrist, and it's just dripping blood. And I'm like, okay, so maybe we shouldn't do that. And it wasn't really all that bad. It was very much like skin deep, but it was just a long cut, and so it was just dripping blood everywhere. It was crazy. He never learned his lesson, by the way. He did it again.
It's not special.
He was special. I don't really know what happened to him because after a while we kind of just grew apart, and he became kind of an a-hole. But he became very full of himself. I have no idea why. I mean, it's not like he was like Mr. Popular or anything like that. He just really became full of himself. I think I saw him in college once, and he, like, we were going to the same college, and he was like, haha, you go here, and I was like, yeah? I was like, I don't have a lot of money to go to, like, a big university, so I went to a community college for, like, part of my education. And he's like, haha, you go here, and I was like, well, yeah, but I'm transferring to this place eventually. But, like, you go here too? It's like, I don't know what you're laughing at me for.
Your mom goes to college.
Oh my god, no. That was a terrible movie. I take it back. No, that movie had one really funny scene.
What
where
are you talking about?
your mom... The only movie that has that line...
I don't remember which movie actually has that line.
Jeez. I can think of the name. Oh my gosh. I can think of the guy's face, but I can't think of the name. I saw it in theaters. It's awful. Hello? Back up, back up, back up! Get him! Reloading. Get him! Kill it! Oh. There we go. Something Pedro? No. Napoleon Dynamite. Napoleon Dynamite.
Dude, that's like, that predates Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, does it? That's the only place that I know.
By a lot.
I don't know. That's the only place. That's the only. Well, I don't know what movie it's from then, because
Oh shit! Oh shit!
What?
I'm putting down. I hear things, and I'm putting down one of the bots.
Grim, where's that from? The only thing that I know it from is from Napoleon Dynamite, and it's a terrible movie. I hated it.
That, like, your mom goes to college is old as hell.
No.
It predates me.
I've never heard this in my entire life, even from like my grandparents.
Yeah, it's an old thing. It's like your mom wearing combat boots, etc. It's old.
See, even Grim doesn't know. Therefore, I believe that you are lying.
I believe you don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I don't.
Where the hell did you go?
I'm right behind you. I'm just looking for other stuff.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, that movie does have one funny scene where the guy comes out and just pops a shotgun round like point blank into the cow's head. That's pretty funny.
Okay.
No?
I didn't find Napoleon Dynamite funny at all in any way, shape, or form.
I like that one scene.
Not even that scene.
That scene.
I like Anchorman better than.
I think I've only seen Anchorman once, and I think because all the people that I really didn't like absolutely loved it, I think that's what kind of killed it for me. Because everybody quoted it every 5 freaking minutes.
To me, it's a movie that has scenes that are amusing, but otherwise it sucks.
Like many of the Will Ferrell movies, I'm not really a huge fan of. I don't dislike them, but they're not necessarily up my alley. I did like Stranger Than Fiction though. I didn't mind that one, but that was it's not a normal Will Ferrell movie. And we got the buttholes. Oh, look at that! Here's a hemorrhoid. Look at that! It's pulsating. Look at it. Look at it. Touch it. Touch it.
Sir.
Touch it. I just want everybody on stream to know that Fire touched the butthole. Oh, here's another butthole. Look at that. Nice big turd right there. Yummy, 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 yummy. Oh God, where?
Behind us.
Ow! Behind you, behind you, behind you!
Fuck off.
But that's not all the stories I have tonight. I have another story tonight. That's the embarrassing one, the fun one, the one that's gonna make me cringe. Where is it?
I think it's under 6.
Oh, there he is. I found him. Did he leave? Okay, I guess he left.
No, I just blew him in half. What are you talking about?
No, I mean like from where I was. I saw one of them kind of hop over.
Yeah, he hopped over and I shit on his face.
Well, you probably shouldn't expose your rear end like that. Probably bad.
Whoa, what the hell?
Yeah, they got a little butthole right there. See?
I did not hear it or see it.
They let you know by giving you the so you know what? What's the youngest you've been on an airplane by yourself? What was the youngest?
I don't know, like 11.
Okay. How about you, Grim? What was the youngest you've been on an airplane? Hey, everybody, anybody that wants to tell me, what's the youngest you've been on an airplane by yourself? I'm just curious.
Grim's like airplane?
Yeah. What are airplanes? I like how we've just been standing here waiting for the elevator. Like, when's it gonna come? Like Neanderthals. You gotta push the button to make the elevator come down.
I'm Cro-Magnon. Get the hell out of here. You're the one with the sloping forehead.
Dude. So angry. So mean.
Yep. Because people exist.
Making fun of my helmet. My face is not funny. Alright, so you say 11. Okay, so once upon a time, I had to go to Washington, D.C. And I had to go to Washington, D.C. because my uncle cousin...
First mistake.
What's up?
First mistake.
Well, first off, sir, this is when I was a wee bairn, a wee little child.
No, going to Washington, D.C.
I'm aware. Let's see here. Okay, hold on. I have to think about this one real quick. Is it this one turns, or is it the other one? Stop it. Cover me!
Cover you from where?
I don't know, just cover me.
I love how my gun puts stasis on everything. It's hilarious.
Yes. Reloading. Behind us. Crap, behind us. Dang it. Good Lord, die. Okay, let's see here. Let's, the rod. Sorry, but I'll continue the story in just a second. I just need to finish this off.
That's what she said.
Well, hopefully she's not trying to finish a story while she's doing something. That's just bad form. Don't tell me a story with your mouth full.
Oh, I mean, she's dating you, so I'm sure she's full of bad form.
Ow. Just so mean.
I know.
He's only flown once. He's in his 20s. Okay. Well, sir, you're not missing much.
It's not all that much entertaining on commercial flights. It sucks.
That one's good, and bam! Whee!
Right. Just got the power line. Looks like it opened another activation terminal. We're getting closer to fixing this machine, Carver.
I didn't realize we were trying to fix the machine. Honestly, if
Trying
anything...
to fix it to freeze the moon and shit.
But they've already frozen the moon.
No, they partially. It didn't like completely. They just thought we were supposed to like super do it.
Well, but the research they had on it wasn't supposed to do that.
I support you.
Finishing something that should have been done a long time ago.
Well, stop it. You're tampering with things you know nothing about.
Right back at you, jackass.
Cute, Brent Theft. I gotta go to the restroom again.
Anyway, so my uncle cousin, and I call him that because he's actually my cousin, but he was in his 60s when I was a kid. But that was kind of weird, so we call him like our uncle. And he was, well, when I was a kid, he was such a rabid, insane communist. Even like the hardcore left at the time didn't want anything to do with him. Like he was very much the United States needs to be like the Soviet Union, like hardcore, that kind of guy. Like the fact that we actually had elections bothered him. The fact that it wasn't the fact that we had elections. It was the fact that the elections were done in a way that at any point in time weren't always surrounding the idea of whatever it was, whatever politics he had at the time. Now, I was a kid. I don't know any of that crap, but he demanded that my mother put me and my sister on a plane and send us off to Washington, D.C., where he lived. And of course he lived in D.C. Why wouldn't the rabid communist... Oh, sorry, my bad. That was me. I'm so sorry. Why wouldn't the rabid communist live in D.C.? Of course he did. And so that's not really that big of a deal. But, you know, my mom, single. You know, single mom, working, don't have much money, you know, that kind of stuff. But she acquiesces because he promises... Oh, you're not ready yet. She acquiesces because... sorry. And basically, you know, okay, he promises to teach us about, like, what all the monuments in D.C. It'll be a really great adventure for us. You know, maybe we'll never get a chance to do it again. It's good, some, you know, good memories. You know, meet some...
Now what?
If Serrano's right, I should be able to return to the first activation point.
Meet some family we don't get to see very often. The whole 9 yards, right?
Hey, I work on
Right.
spaceships,
Not alien machines, right?
Then there's nothing wrong with that, you know. I'm not against that, you know, going and learning about you know, Washington D.C. and the founding fathers, and you know, I'm completely on board with that, no problem. But I've only been on a plane like twice at that point in my life, and I was a kid. I was like 9, and my sister was 10, maybe almost 11. That was the single most embarrassing thing this is the single most embarrassing thing I think I've ever done in my entire life. Although I do reserve the right to remember other things that I have blocked out of my mind.
Well, they're not blacked out of your mind if you remember.
Well, I mean, you're just saying, like, in the future, I may say, no, this one's the most embarrassing. But at the time, this was the most embarrassing thing I've ever done in my life. So I'm walking on board this little plane, and I got a little Batman backpack on. I got like another bag, and of course I got clothes that I didn't care about at all. But I got my Batman and my Luke Skywalker figurine, and I've got my Game Boy, and we're heading towards. We're getting on the plane. We're heading towards DC, right? No big deal. And you know, halfway through the flight, which wasn't that long of a flight. We're talking like maybe 2-3 hours. But 2 and 3 hours to a 9-10-year-old is a nightmare if you are stuck on a carbon fiber tube. And
Carbon
I had to
fiber?
go, whatever, plastic, aluminum, whatever the hell. Whatever. It is a
Leave me alone, Danik.
You can see them again, Isaac.
It is an abomination to science and pisses in God's eye for every second that it violates physics.
This'll all be over soon.
Well, I need a bench.
Alright, cool. And so, of course, I start downing sodas because child, and I think nothing of this. Now, I've never actually been on a plane for longer than 15-20 minutes. The times I have been on a plane have been little, you know, single engine prop planes, just kind of hopping from here to there. Maybe 30 minutes at most, and those were long. But this was a 3-hour or 2-hour flight on my first big plane, right? Okay, well, the flight attendants don't want to help me, but I need to use the bathroom, right? And I was like, I get to the door, and there's nobody there. And I don't understand how the door works because I'm like, okay, I don't really get this. So my sister tells me, okay, you know, you flip this over this way, and, you know, you flip the little thing locked, and then that's it. And it's like a sliding door that has multiple panels, so it's like it kind of, you know, as you fold it open, it folds into a tiny little space. As you fold it closed, it kind of folds out, you know, into this little, it looks like a door. You know, nothing crazy special, but they had this tendency to get stuck. Right? And because I'm 9, I don't really know anything. But I do my business, right? I do my business, and I unlock the thing, and I try to pull the door open. And, oh, God! Oh, my God, it's loud! finish the story in a second. Oh crap.
Okay, sure, whatever.
Okay, that was fun. Alright.
Not all.
More. Alright, so the door is not cooperating. I unlock it, and because I think on the inside they didn't actually show you what was locked or unlocked, and I said, oh, okay. I must have locked the door and not locked it the first time, and I felt embarrassed. I felt dumb. I was like, okay, whatever. So I flip it back over again. I try to open. Nothing happens. Oh, hello. I got an artifact. Oh, hello. I did? I got an artifact? I didn't even know this was there. Oh, hello. Corporal Elizabeth Atwood. We noticed their haunting, graceful forms almost immediately as we descended into the city. Some were 20 stories tall. Wow. And others no more than 4 meters in height. After a grueling hours-long hike, we made camp at the feet of one such statue to keep from freezing. We deployed a portable heating unit and huddled around it until we managed to fall asleep. I was jolted awake by a shrill, flute-like noise. The statue was gone, and so were half of my crew. As I fumbled for my gear, I saw it, gaunt and gray, its bone-crested head staring in my direction. This couldn't be one of the noble beings that constructed this city, could it? It appeared stunted and corrupt, a frightening and twisted version of the species. With the fate of my crew uncertain, I did the only thing I could do. I ran. Don't blame you, lady. Don't blame you. I didn't even know I didn't have all these things yet. But hey, you were here to witness me get an achievement on Origin, which is always nice. So, I don't have my Game Boy, and I'm on a plane, and I'm already not comfortable, and I'm already, like, you know, I'm 9. Not having my parents around is, you know, a little bit upsetting. And so I begin to panic, right? I begin to panic. And so I start just yanking on the door as hard as I can, which isn't very hard because, again, 9-year-old. And so I start flipping the thing back and forth and pulling the door. And I flip it back and forth again and then pull the door, trying to figure out how to open the darn door. Well, I escalate the situation even higher, where I start getting angry and scared. And I don't just start pulling at the door. I start screaming at the door to let me out. God dang it.
Hey.
Ah, meth heads! So I start screaming to let me out because I can't get out. And so I'm flipping the thing back and forth, the lock, because I don't know which one is closed or sorry, locked and unlocked, because the thing on the inside doesn't tell me. Fun times. And because I'm a child and don't know any better, I am now terrified that I am now locked forever inside of a plane potty. You know, not the kind of place you want to be, right? And I am making such a racket that I am disturbing the plane. And I'm on a big plane. I'm not on a little plane. I'm on a big plane. This is not a little itty-bitty hopper plane. This is a plane with like 80 people on it. And there's this little kid screaming in the bathroom to let him out. I am now disturbing the entire plane. My sister can hear me at the front of the plane. I am at the back of the plane. I am screaming. I am now crying. I cannot get out of the bathroom. This only escalates the longer I'm in there, until finally I manage to get the lock done right and follow it up. Oh, wrong way. Follow it up with yanking on the door the correct way. Oh, I think you gotta... That's not right. Oh, I guess this is right. Okay. Really? Those don't look right. Whatever. And I finally get the door open right as my sister makes it to the actual bathroom door. And there's tears on my face. There's snot on my nose. And I walk out, and the entire plane, including the staff, I see stare at me down the aisle. The entire plane is looking at a crying kid who had locked himself in the bathroom of the plane. Just, no one bothered to help. No one bothered to say, hey, are you okay? Just, they stared at me. And as I shamefully walked back to my chair, my poor sister had to shield her face as we both walked back to our seats near the front of the plane. Now, this story should end right here. It does not. It does not. Because eventually, this is before, you know, 9/11, I guess, safety and security protocols came in. So the things were a little bit more relaxed than they were back then. Or things are a little bit more relaxed than they are now. And one of the pilots can actually leave the cockpit. And he goes to the back. And I think I go into the back too to like grab a drink from one of the ladies. And I hear one of the pilots talk about, so what was all that commotion in the back of the plane? And I'm just like trying to cover my face with my shirt. And the lady at the back, instead of giving me any kind of grace or an out, just points at me and goes, this stupid kid locked himself in the bathroom and was screaming about it for about 5 minutes. And the pilot looks at me and just goes, how the hell did you lock yourself in the bathroom? And I'm going, I don't know. I just walked back to my seat without my drink. I am now even more upset than I was before. And my week is just starting. Because, as horrifying as that was, it is only the beginning to what is coming. Because we land in DC, and the entire plane now knows what happens to us. Everyone on the plane is talking about the kid that actually managed to lock himself in the bathroom as he screamed and cried about being locked in the bathroom.
Sounds fair.
I mean, definitely newsworthy. Sadly, I'm 9 and never been on a plane like this ever before.
3 markings.
Without anyone to say, hey, this is how you do it. This is how you unlock the door. It's nothing crazy. It's a little weird, but it's okay. Nobody bothers to tell me any of this.
I'll be right there.
All right, cool. Let's move you out of the way. And so, we land in DC. Oh, hello. Someone's screaming at me. Hello. 1 second. I'm dead. I guess I should probably pause now. And so when I get there, I meet my Uncle Tom for the first time. First time. The man does not have a sign. He's not looking for me. He is sitting at the gate, reading a newspaper. He does not tell anyone that we are there. We have no cell phone. We have no way of contacting anybody. We have no money. I have my Batman the Animated Series backpack filled with toys and stuff, and a tiny little suitcase full of clothes. I have nothing. My sister, not much better, except she doesn't have toys because she was smarter than I was.
I'm back.
All right, well, I'm down, so you're going to have to kill this guy that's right in front of you.
Okay.
So, now, we're standing at the gate, wondering what to do, because we are now in DC. We have no... I'm down, so you have to come get me.
Yeah, is the other guy dead? Because I saw laser points aimed at me.
I think I'm starting to die, so either come get me or...
I'm trying. Fucking... No, the stupid fucking game's like sitting there like, oh, no, you can't step up over that ledge.
No, you can't, sir. There's no stepping up ledges here. None of that.
Okay, now what?
Tell me
3
it's bullshit.
receptacles, 3 statues,
So-
3 markings. What's
So
the
anyway,
final
so as I was
step?
saying, let's put that over there. That way they're stuck. Got that one! So as I was saying, we are very much in not a great place to be. And he doesn't care at all. And he's just sitting there. And we're waiting for like 30 minutes. And because he doesn't have a sign, he doesn't tell us who he's just sitting there reading the newspaper. Nothing else. He doesn't go up to the attendant and ask where we were. Eventually, like and of course we're like one of the first people off because of course kids get off first. That makes sense. And so I am having to sit there while the entire plane gets off, recognize me, and just look at me. And just look at me like I am the worst thing to have ever happened to them ever. They just all stare me down as me and my sister...
You're not wrong.
Shut up! As me and my sister are just shamefully standing, hoping that someone will come and either take us to a home, something, and put us out of our misery.
Where did you go?
Oh, you already grabbed the other one. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to grab the other little pedestal
Co-op,
thingy.
teamwork thing, you know?
Teamwork? I've been carrying the weight this entire time, sir.
What'd you do with the other little block?
I thought you grabbed it.
I saw you carrying it, I thought.
I threw it over here. Oh, it's right behind you.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it.
And so I'm having to simply sit through another bout of the entire plane staring me down.
We gotta be close to the controls
Because
center for the
that's
codex.
how you do these
Got everything
things.
else Serrano said to do. Let's head in.
Oh, not this shit again.
Yeah.
What the
I didn't do that.
My game just randomly, like, dropped me to desktop?
As you do. As you do. As you do. Now, as we sit there, the entire plane gets off. And then about maybe 15-20 minutes after that, the flight attendants get off. And they get to do that again. Careful. You have to be back to the side. Move to the side. Yeah, don't. Alright, never mind. Yeah, just don't get caught. So... Move. So... And bong. Ah, wrong side. Sorry, my bad. My bad. Go.
Working on it.
Ah!
How did you die?
Because the thing turned back on. So...
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I know. So, the flight attendants get off. And then, like, I think the pilots get off, and then the new pilots are getting on or something like that, because like, their shift is over or whatever. And finally, one of the people there goes, "Are you lost?" And I said, or sorry, my sister and I kind of looked at him and were like, "Yes." And like, okay, where do you need to be? And he's kind of not wanting to deal with us. He recognizes me from the plane. And bow. We're not gonna make it. Yeah, the thing's in the way, so just prepare to hit it again.
So you
Move to the
can
side,
freeze
move
it
to
in
the
the
side,
way
move to the
again.
side.
I'm fine. You're the one who froze the damn thing in the middle of everything.
No, I mean the move to the side so we don't get burned.
Okay. Oh, I just got slapped down by nothing.
No, it's the vents. See
I
the little
didn't.
things?
Dude, I didn't step on the damn vents and I just lost my footing for no reason.
Oh, at least you didn't die. Wow, okay, I guess I can't do that. Alright, fine,
Oh
whatever.
my god, I hate these things.
They're fun. They make the
No,
game more
they're
fun and engaging.
not. They're crap.
They're more fun and engaging.
I'm so glad these people lost their jobs.
Ow, it's not their fault.
They made this game. Totally their fault.
Anyway, so he finally takes pity on us. And my uncle cousin eventually looks up from his paper to say, "Oh, the plane has landed, and my nephew and my niece are here." We then say we are looking for our uncle, and of course the pilot goes, "I don't know who that is," but then starts looking around, and basically we don't really get anywhere with that, but he eventually finds, we find our uncle after about 30 minutes, and this kind of sets the stage for all the interactions I'm about to have with this part of the family. Oh crap, move, ah! Because when he picks us up, he of course asks us how the flight was, and of course the answer is, "It was great, let's never talk about it again." As you do. And we get to their house, and it looks like it's stuck in the 70s, right? And that's not a big deal. But he starts telling us about all the cool stuff we're gonna do while we're in DC. We're gonna visit all these different places. He's gonna show us all these different things. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we had a rough start to the trip, but okay, fine. So now the weird part starts when we basically, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon essentially when we landed, or somewhere in that range. It's not nearly time to do anything, but for him, it is. It's time to end the day, and so they start kind of wrapping up their day because they're a bit older. They're like maybe in their 50s or 60s for us, and we're kids. Okay, fine. Yeah, okay, let's watch this.
Or I will kill her. No.
I'm holding a bot.
Shoot him.
Dead. Her? Us? Everyone.
Don't let it all go dark, Isaac. There's more than one kind of right.
That was dumb.
Now shoot him in the fucking head and turn it back.
I like how the machine has like one of those giant monsters on it.
I just popped the dude in the back of the skull
Oh
and he
my
like over.
god,
Like,
it's
why?
the puckering butthole.
I've done it. I've finally done it.
Why are we standing around and not shooting him in the face?
There's a giant moon that's got tentacles coming at us.
I don't care. I would have shot him in the face, called it a day.
There is no calling it a day.
When I finish this, it's all going down. Everything.
Oh no!
I have to go.
No. You two get out of here. Go back to Earth space. Tell them what we found. I'm Sam.
Tell them what we found. Okay, we have markers on Earth.
Not without me. I'm the marker killer, remember?
Isaac.
It's time you're retired.
I turned my back on the world because I was afraid of what needed to be done. Ellie, I'm not afraid anymore.
Oh, you will be.
There's a shuttle over there. I want you to take it and head for home.
Ooh, kiss your face.
My God, let's end this already.
No, we still got a long way to. We still have to do the DLC, sir.
No, sir.
Yes, we have to do Awakening.
No, you can do it without me. No, sir.
What? See, that's the kind of person that Falker is. He just bails on you.
No, I just don't want to do the DLC.
We're gonna do the DLC.
No, you're gonna do the DLC. I'm not.
Wait, were you over there all of a sudden?
Hey, yeah, I'm all over there because reasons, you know, whatever.
Whee!
Oh shit! Damn, this whole thing's coming apart behind
Well,
us.
he does eat planets, I think. So anyway, so he starts telling us about all the really cool stuff we're gonna do, right? And that's fine. Okay, cool. So the day ends, but we didn't get any food, so we kind of go to bed hungry, right? And that was kind of weird, right?
Oh, man. There's the machine. We have to get it before the moon does.
And so we wake up the next morning, and of course we are hungry because we didn't have dinner. We didn't have dinner because they didn't have dinner. And because we're children, we can't really cook for ourselves very well yet, and I don't know where anything is, and apparently the only thing I knew how to make was cereal, because that was the extent of my cooking apparatus. And my sister could basically make eggs. And, you know, it's not quite enough for 2 children. That's okay.
Sounds like survivability.
Well, hold on. Well, we're getting there. So, the next morning, they you know, we get up around this time they get up, which is 4 o'clock in the morning. Holy crap. I wanted to die. Why? Because they wouldn't let us use the spare bedroom. We had to use the air mattress in the living room. They had a spare bedroom, but they wouldn't let us use it. So quite literally, if anything happened, or if anything drove across the street, which by the way, they would live on a street, I would get to know about it. Which is kind of uncomfortable, considering the fact that DC, even back then, was still kind of not a great place to live in. So it's a bit scary to live or to be out there. Oh god. There we go. There we go. Okay, very good. So, our first day comes, and they say, we're going to make you breakfast today. I didn't really... No, you don't. Well, because they're probably dead now. This is the first and last time I spoke to them, and for good reason. So, they start making us breakfast, and the way they worded it was, we're going to make your breakfast today. And I didn't really think about that too much, but I should have thought more about it at the time, because what they made us was 1 spoonful of grits. When I say a spoonful, I mean not like a soup spoon or like a no. I'm talking just grab a regular spoon from your kitchen. That is the spoonful of grits. Half of an egg. So each of us got half of an egg to equal 1 egg. And some other mush that I couldn't quite eat. That was our food for the morning. Wow, I wasn't even paying attention. I was too busy reliving the nightmare that was on my plate back then.
Oh, I get to relive this nightmare.
Well, sorry, but this is a fun story. Now, I am very hungry. I'm very hungry. And I'm like, okay, maybe and here's the thing. I'm a kid. I'm like, I don't think that my family would intentionally starve me. So, I mean, now that I look back on it, and I know that he's a communist, the only thing that comes to my mind is that even in a capitalist society, a communist can't find food! But that's just me. Now, God dang it! I ran into a rock.
Yeah, I know.
So, but it gets better. I promise, it gets better. And so they drive us out, and he has this like very old 1980s Buick thing, and it's fine. But he drives us off, and he's telling us all these different stories about all these different things. And if I'm gonna be honest, all of them were negative about the United States, about how the United States was awful and terrible, and everything sucked. How it needed to be more like this, that, and the other, and he was talking about all the great things that he wanted to do to change the United States. Ha, your turn.
No, I fucking lost because you kept crossing across my track. I started thinking I was you. I lost track of my character. Hey, you died, like, we should already been done with this.
Hey, look, it's okay. It's okay.
No, it's not.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's really not. I don't like redoing the same thing over and over.
Well, that's okay. Because the point of this right now is to just listen to the story and to occasionally have it interrupted by things that are trying to kill me. And so, the communist, Uncle, wow, what the hell just killed me? The Uncle Cousin communist is telling us about all these horrible things. And so, we get to the Jefferson Memorial, and he just pulls right up, and he goes, all right, let's, what the hell? He just pulls right up to it, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna go find a place to park. And I said, okay, and so we get out, and he tells us to meet him at the Jefferson Memorial, and just inside. Okay, so we go out to meet him at the Jefferson Memorial, and we wait, and we wait. And we wait. And we wait. We wait at the Jefferson Memorial for over an hour. We know it's over an hour because we look at the clock. Okay, seriously, man. I know you're doing this on purpose now. If you want me to, I can pause until you're done. And so we are waiting at the Jefferson Memorial for quite a while. Can I push you? Can I push you? No. Alright, I guess I'm waiting until you're done. So we're waiting at the Jefferson Memorial for like over an hour. For these... Oh no, hold on. These people are so much better than that. Hold on. They're so much better. And we start looking for him because we think something bad has happened to him. Because even our child... Are you done yet? Alright, cool. We're done. Apparently, he just went back home. And just dropped us off at the Jefferson Memorial. And we wander around D.C. by ourselves. So we got dropped off around 6:30, 6:45. And we don't have cell phones. We have no way to contact anybody. There's nobody out here to help us. And DC is still dangerous as hell. And go up. And so...
Worry about you.
I'm just saying, so we don't get smushed.
How many times have we been smushed?
A lot, because you just walked away. So he leaves us there. And we are now very much worried and scared because we are two children in a place we don't know, in a place we know that is dangerous. Oh no! Well, this part only gets better because we are not allowed to contact our parents at any point in time in this endeavor. And so we are now wandering around DC looking for our missing uncle because our missing uncle, who is in his 60s, may have gotten hurt or injured or carjacked or something. And instead of, telling us the plan, he just simply decided he was going to go home. No warning, no nothing. And so we are wandering around from 6:30 or so to noon. To noon. By ourselves, without any understanding of where we are going, trying to stay near the memorials because we were like, well, he can't be gone far. Well, eventually we're tired and we are terrified. We have no money. We have no food. We have no way to get anywhere. Eventually we go towards one of the museums. I think we ended up near like the Smithsonian, I think is what it was called. And we basically give up and we go, our uncle is missing. We're very, very scared and we are not from around here. Can you please help us, right? All right, hold on. I'm gonna turn this down real quick. It's just too loud. And let's drop you down about half. Let's do half. There we go. Wow, what the hell?
What the hell?
I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, so we are now terrified that something bad has happened to our uncle. So we go to like one of the nearest museums and he's like, hey, we're not from around here. We're scared. We're lost. Our uncle said he was going to go park the car and he never came back. And the lady is now terrified. And around this time, our dear uncle shows up and she now thinks that we're horrible children that are just impatient. And we're like, where have you been? And he goes, oh, did you enjoy walking around DC? And we're like, no, we didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know where we were going. We didn't know anything. Like, what happened? He's like, yeah, so I dropped you off and you were supposed to go looking at the monuments. And, you know, we were like, that's not what you told us. You said you'll come back after parking the car. And he's like, God dang it, it's still too loud. He's like, no, I said I was going to go park the car, but I didn't mean I was coming back. Why did this not save? What the heck? All right, now let's check it again. Make sure it's saved. Okay, there we go. All right, that sounds just as loud. What the hell? What the hell, game? That's really weird. Oh, for the love. Okay, fine. Fine. Let's drop all this stuff down to like 15 or 10. There we go. Now I can actually hear myself talk. Oh crap. And so he brings us lunch. Thank God. But this lunch consists of one piece of bread, a piece of cheese, and a banana. Now, it's not the worst lunch in the world, but if you haven't had dinner, you haven't really had a breakfast, and you've been walking around all day terrified, it's not enough. No water, no water or anything, by the way. Just a piece of bread, a piece of cheese, and not even like a thick piece of cheese. It's a slice of like Swiss cheese, which he tells us to fold in on itself like a sandwich because that's a good sandwich.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
I don't know. Well, I mean, he's a communist, right? So he doesn't have food. And the insane part is that my uncle, my uncle cousin communist was actually quite brilliant. He actually was one of the original members that was working on GPS tracking, like, of any kind. Like, he actually was one of the lead scientists on that or whatever, or lead engineers or whatever. He's not an idiot. He's just apparently doesn't want to spend the money on the food for us. Oh my god. So we are at the memorials, and so he visit the weapon upgrades. We need to apply these upgrade circuits. Okay, fine. I don't know what those circuits are because I have level 3 upgrades, but whatever, fine. No, there's something higher than level 3. So we are very, very tired, and so what does he do? He takes us to, of course, he finally decides that he's going to take us to some of these monuments, right? That's okay. But, you know, there's lots of really cool monuments. There's the Iwo Jima Memorial. There's the Washington Monument. There's the Jefferson Monument. There's There's lots of really cool places you can go. There's the Lincoln Memorial. There's lots of really cool, interesting places with lots of history you can go to. Do we choose any of those? No! Because why would you do that? No. See, the thing is, all those people are bad people. And because of that, he would only take us to those memorials if he had something very awful to say about them. So the Jefferson Memorial, he would remind us, did you know Jefferson owned slaves? That was awful. And I was like, oh, okay. But wasn't he important? And he's like, he was only important if you like slavery. It's like, I don't think that, I mean, it's not exactly what I've been told, and I don't know much. I'm just a kid. I don't know, but like, didn't he do some other stuff? And he's like, no, he didn't. Slave owner. And then he followed it up with, that was almost verbatim the conversation. Like, nothing else. Like, he basically was like, if you want to hear what the propaganda says, you can read the memorial. The only thing I think that this memorial doesn't do right is apparently his cane is in the wrong hand. Like, his cane's supposed to be in his left hand or something silly like that, and it's in his right hand. I forget. It's like, because that's what you should expect from these people, because they can't even get this stupid thing right. You know, I was like, oh, okay. But can we go over, like, you know, maybe some of the things Jefferson did? He's like, well, he owned slaves. And I was like, oh, okay. That was, this is quite literally the extent of the conversation. And I think he said one more thing, too, about Jefferson, but I think I was just like, I was so kind of confused and weirded out. I don't think I cared. Either that or I just don't remember. And so we are at the Screwpapella. The Screwpapella Monument. Now, you may ask, what is a Screwpapella Monument? That's a fantastic question. It's a tiny little monument that's off of the river. Now, this tiny little monument you would never even know existed. But what it is it is a monument to the man who invented the screw-shaped propeller. Now, that seems kind of like a very strange thing to learn about, especially if you're in DC. But nevertheless, that's what he took us to. And that's what we learned about that day. The guy who invented the screw propeller. Because he was way more important than Thomas Jefferson or the Founding Fathers. Because those people were racists. Oh my God. Now, we spend 45 minutes talking about this stupid monument that I had never heard of or cared about. And it's it's a tiny little pedestal, and it's where we had lunch. And then he goes on this tirade about GPS software and like how it needs to be utilized more to track people, and he was a bit ahead of its time. Basically, he's like, well, one day we'll all be able to use this stuff, and one day the government will be able to use it to find out where you are, just in case there are bad people. And sorry, I'm swallowing. And it just keeps spiraling into these weird conversations that are extremely uncomfortable. But then finally, he just without warning, he gets done telling us about the amazing screw propeller man. Screw propeller, because he couldn't say screw propeller. And he wouldn't call it propeller. He would say screwpapella every time he said it. And he would say it as often as he could. It was the weirdest thing in the world. Ah, die. Oh my God. So, as we are sitting there eating our lunch, our piece of bread, a slice of cheese, and banana with no water, he then, in the middle of his tirade about the screw propeller, gets up, walks away, gets into his car, and just leaves. We begin to follow him because, well, we don't want a repeat of what we just had. But he goes, no. Y'all are staying here. And I was like, but we're tired and we would like to go back home. And he goes, no. There's lots of really cool places you can still look at. And he just gets in his car and drives away. It is about 1 o'clock in the afternoon on our first day out. We now that we understand the game here, we just start walking around. We don't have any money to go to any of the museums. We have no money to buy food or water or anything. So all we could do is really just walk around in the sun. Thank God it wasn't that hot, because holy crap, that would have been awful. And we are there until about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. We are out in the open till 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. How he finds us, I do not know. But eventually, as we are walking towards the Lincoln Memorial, as the lights are coming on, eventually, he just pops right up next to us and just, but yeah, maybe GPS, but how did he know where we were? That's the question. To this day, and he does this consistently, he doesn't give us anything other than food, barely. There's nothing on us, because all of our clothes are the clothes that we brought with us. There's literally nothing on it. There's nothing on us. And we're not carrying anything. We don't have a cell phone. We don't know. Even to this day, if I bring it up to my sister, she doesn't know how he found us. This is very early before GPS is the thing.
It's probably just watching you from a distance because he's a dick like that.
Maybe, but I mean, we walked a lot of places. So, I mean, maybe. I just generally don't know. But he just pulled up and said, okay, guys, did you have fun? And we're so exhausted. We are so tired and hungry. We're like, yeah, fine. Let's just go home. And so when we get home, they've already had dinner. And we're like, hey, we're really hungry. They go, oh, you are? Okay. Well, I thought that lunch would fill you up. And I was like, well, we've been walking all day. We would really like some food. And he's like, oh, we'll make you something. And so we get, they're also, this is when I find out they're diabetic. And so, like, they only eat very, very lightly. And they refused to feed us in any way that was not like the way that they ate. And so we had to eat diabetic meals, but they didn't just eat diabetic meals. They ate diabetic meals that were like snacks. So, like, what was my dinner that night? There was no meat the entire time we were there, by the way. There was no meat. Nothing of substance. There was no, like, fattening foods. There was nothing that would actually sustain you if you weren't going to eat a whole lot, you know? There's just nothing there. I even tried to raid their fridge, and there was nothing in there that didn't have to be prepared, and because we didn't know how to eat it, or we didn't know how to cook it, we couldn't eat it. And, jeez, I forgot what our dinner was, because they didn't actually make us anything. I think we actually had to make ourselves peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, but they didn't have peanut butter, or they didn't have jelly. They had, like, this weirdo, like, it was like this yellowy sludge that was like, oh, this tastes semi-sweet. And so I had to make that for lunch, or sorry, for dinner. And I ate it and I felt sick afterwards. And it's like, okay, apparently you're not supposed to put that like on a sandwich. So it's supposed to be, you're not supposed to eat a lot of it, but so it made me sick. And then we went to bed, woke up 6:30 in the morning. And we are right back at it again. We do this same song and dance for 5 days. And we were supposed to be there for 2 weeks, right? Until finally, we are allowed to call our mother. And of course, under their supervision. We're not allowed to do this outside of the supervision because we don't want them. We don't want to. Their response was, "Well, we don't want you just randomly calling people on the phone. I know how kids can be. They just make those prank phone calls, and that costs money." I was like, believe me, we just want to talk to our mom and ask her to get us the hell out. And we call her, and we tell her we haven't really been fed since we've been here. And what we have had to do is essentially, like, we didn't say it, but we scrounged some money together, and we've been living off of, well, basically when they would go to bed, we would raid the fridge and just eat all the bread and, like, as much peanut butter as we could. And then we had to steal money from, like, any place we could find it. And when we were out, we had to buy, like, beef jerky. Like, anything that can actually just give us something to eat. And, of course, my mother is not happy about this. She is now furious at this. To where our 2-week trip is now cut short to, you have 1 day to get my kids back on the plane before I call the police.
How did your parents not know what these people were like?
I don't think anybody expected them to do this. Like, I don't, and whenever my mom had to talk to them, they were completely defending what they were doing. It's like, we're feeding them the same thing that we eat, right? And it's like, but y'all don't eat anything. Like, y'all eat very, 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 very light, to the point where it's not a meal for growing children. Like, and they didn't understand that. Despite, actually I forgot about this, despite having 5 children themselves, which, by the way, they stated they had 5 children. I never once saw a picture of any of their kids, but I was told by everybody, oh, they've got 5 kids. They've got 3 boys, 2 girls. Okay, fine. Like, I never saw a picture of them as a family at any point in time while I was there. I never saw a single family photo. I never saw even a picture of their kids. It was only him and his wife. That's it. And so we are starving for a week. But as we keep going about, we are essentially becoming little thieves throughout DC. And we're just trying to take anything that isn't just, like, if it's just out in the open. So if somebody left a drink, we would take it. if there was, like, you know, if there's a water bottle over there or, like, on the ground and it's not open, we just snatch it. Yeah, we just had to scrounge and steal from our own family just to get some money to buy food while we were out. And even then, it was like a couple dollars here and there. So it wasn't even enough to, like, actually feed us. It was like, okay, we're both going to split a hot dog. Okay, well, that's not going to be much. They never asked, like, where we got, like, you know, the water bottles or anything like that. They just assumed that we brought it with us. Whatever. It was probably one of the worst experiences of my life. But it turns out that, like, we had lost so much weight in the week that we were there. I think I had lost 8 pounds because we didn't eat anything. Now, losing 8 pounds in a week, I think, is pretty rough. Losing 8 pounds for a 9-year-old is really, really bad. Because I wasn't a big kid back then. I was just a little kid. That's it. And when I came back home, my mother looked at me and she's like, oh my God. Like, I've never heard my mother curse that much. My mother was like, what the and it was crazy because she's like, I think we have one picture of around that time. Like, apparently my cheeks had kind of sunk in a little bit because I hadn't had any food. And my sister was no better. Like, I was actually starting to look like I wasn't being fed at all in the span of a week. And because we were walking around in the sun all day and we weren't getting that much water, we were just wasting away walking around DC, barely living. We didn't get a chance to learn anything. We didn't get a chance to actually see anything of real value. We would just, we walked around and read the actual plaques and things.
I think you learned a great lesson that communists are shitbags.
Well, I mean, that was the real lesson, is that communists can't have food even whenever they're surrounded by it. But yeah, they refused to spend any money on us that was in the form of, like, feeding us. They refused to spend money on us for almost anything. Even if we needed, like, oh, I forgot toothpaste. Can you buy us toothpaste? Like, no! Here, use this baking soda mix. And I was like, wait, what? Baking soda? Wait, baking soda for what? Brushing your teeth? What is that? What does that mean? Like, what do you mean? He's like, well, you just, put it under the water, get some baking soda on your toothbrush, and just rub your teeth. It's like, what is that? What is that? What is that? I don't even know. What does that even mean? Why would I put...
Technically, you can brush your teeth with baking soda.
Oh, no, you can, but again, I'm 9, and I'm like, what are you talking about? You can do it. You can do it. It's nothing wrong with it, and yeah, I'm sure it's not going to hurt you. But but one of the reasons that I'll never ever forget this is because they had a basement in DC. Now, where I'm from, we didn't have basements. We still don't. It's the ground's not good for it, right? And it's the first basement I've ever seen. And so, one night when I'm exploring, I open the door to the cellar, or I guess really the basement, and I just walk down there and I start to look around a little bit. And in the bottom of the cellar is probably some of the creepiest things I've ever seen, because I didn't really understand what they were. I still don't know exactly what they were, but there was lots of like riggings and like, it would look like, I don't even know how to describe it. There was lots of, like, they were like frames, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, it looks like you should be suspending something in them or holding something down with them, right? There's like, and it wasn't like, chains, it was like ropes, I guess some kind of line or wires. And then on the other side of the basement is clothes and whatnot, but it was just covered in clothes, and the light there didn't work very well. And as I walked down into there, I could have sworn there was something moving in the basement with me. And so as soon as I set foot at the bottom, I swear to God, I saw the line, like a rack of clothes, just kind of move, like something was there and moved backwards. And I immediately hauled back upstairs. I was like, I'm just looking around. Like, I mean, what's down there? And this is like day 3 or 4. And Graham, I'm not kidding. I have no idea, but it scared. To this day, I have no idea what that was. I don't know. And the thing is, it was, to me, they're on racks, right? So I have a pretty good view of the things underneath the racks. I wasn't very tall then. Now I'm kind of tall. But it's I didn't see anything move. Oh, sorry, I did, but I didn't know what it was. I saw in the corner of my eye something move, and they said they did not have a dog or a cat, but it didn't move quickly. It moved slowly. So it was kind of like, if you're in like a wheat field and you see like something moving through the field that's kind of big, like you see kind of some of the wheat move a little bit. So it looks kind of ominous, honestly. Well, it does to me whenever I've seen it. It kind of looks weird, like, okay, what's over there? What's in the field? That's how it was. Like, because there was like the not the whole rack, just part of it. And so like it was this cascade down one of the racks of the clothes moving out and then back in. And I hauled butt back up those stairs, slammed the door shut, and locked it. And I was like, never go down there. I have no idea what the hell that was. I don't know what. Maybe it was the AC or something that kicked on, but I was like, I don't know, because I don't remember anything like kicking on. I don't remember hearing anything. So I remember feeling very, very quiet in the basement. That's what I remember. And I was like, I have no idea what's going on down there. I have no idea what's happening. I hate this place. They don't feed us. They've got a scary basement. They don't have any money. They don't actually want to help us or tell us about anything. Every time they talk to us, it's always about how awful everything is. They don't want to tell us anything useful, and every time they take us anywhere, I'm afraid they're going to leave us for good. Oh my God. I actually had to like scrounge up money to buy batteries for my Game Boy too, because I was like, I just spend half the time on my Game Boy, because I was like, at least if I'm playing Pokemon on my little Game Boy, I don't have to think about the fact that I'm hungry. Oh my God, that place was the most horrible place I've ever been in my life. Like, not because it was, I take it back, the poop house is probably the worst, but I would say that was probably one of the worst experiences I've ever had in my life with family. And just, they were basically disowned after that because of the way they treated us. I don't blame everybody for that, but man, that was brutal. I don't think I'm missing anything out for that story, but I may be missing out because I was just like, oh my god, I'm just reliving it as horrifying. I feel hungry now. I have to go downstairs and actually grab food now because I'm hungry. This story made me hungry. That's how little food I got. Oh my god, it was absolutely atrocious. But no, I mean,
those are some shitty human beings.
They were awful, awful people, and they did not understand what they did wrong. My dad got involved, and my family, my mom and my dad at that point were separated. So like my mom's told first. She starts going off on them. My grandparents, who are still alive, found out and started going off on them. My dad finds out and starts going off on them because, you know, they can't go anywhere, but they're like, get my kids back on a plane right now. And they're like, well, they've got another whole week here. They're like, no, they don't. No, they don't. They're done. They're done. Get them on a plane tonight. And they're like, well, don't be such... Hold on. We haven't even visited half the memorials yet. You know, I was like... I literally screamed. I was like, you don't take us to any of the memorials. You just drop us off. And then I could hear my mom just go, what? It's like, you just dropped my kids off in downtown DC. It's like, I want them on a plane tonight. Oh my god, it was. My mom doesn't yell. My mom's not a very, like, you know, overly aggressive person. Like, she's very much kind of a, like, when she's angry, she usually gets more cold, you know? She doesn't exude anger. She usually it's that cold beaming stare. It's just like, okay,
that's me when I'm actually pissed off. I'm very silent.
Yeah, she gets scary when she gets really, really quiet. I mean, she's not like a big talker to begin with, but like you can kind of tell that changes a bit whenever she gets mad. But she was screaming over the phone because she's just like, you're gonna get my kids killed. Like, DC was dangerous. Like, crime was a big problem back then. Not that it's not now. It's a bigger problem now, but you get the idea. And I told my mom about the thing in the basement, and she's like, I'm pretty sure you just saw stuff. And I was like, Mom, I'm pretty sure I didn't just make that up because it scared the living crap out of me. And by the way, afterwards, when I told them that I saw something in the basement, they go, oh, but you shouldn't be going down to the basement. I was like, what?
Have you seen the movie The People Under the Stairs?
I have not, but at the age of 9, I definitely didn't. Oh my god, to this day, that kind of scares me a little bit. I have no idea what was in that basement. I'm sure it was nothing really nefarious, but it just... part of me wants to believe that it was just my 9-year-old mind seeing things that didn't exist, like, that weren't there. But I was like, no, I saw something, because I remember, like, it wasn't just me scared because I was in, like, a random place and was kind of, you know, already a little bit uneasy and that there wasn't much light. No, I remember hearing the sound of the clothes moving on the rack, like that clacking sound that you hear whenever somebody's like moving shirts, you know, at like a store. I heard that, and I saw it move, and it was dead silent aside from that. I don't know what was down there. I don't know if they even knew what it was. I don't know anything, and I want to believe it was just my childhood imagination going nuts, but I can replay it in my head over and over and over again, and it's always the same. Like, it's always the same. And I'm the only one that saw it.
They?
The movie what?
They?
No, I've never seen that.
You should watch that.
No, I think I'm good.
No, you should watch that. It'll redefine that whole sequence in your head.
No, it won't. It'll just make me more unhappy. And so when we get back on the plane, well, actually, hold on, because this is where the story gets to come full circle. We get back on the plane, and I start recognizing like 2 of the passengers, and I recognize the flight attendants. And they recognize me. And I saw a guy in a suit walk on the plane, and he sees me in his chair, and he's kind of got this like smile on his face, but not like, you know, like the I'm okay, everything's fine face. And he sees me, and his face just turns like, oh. And he has to sit next to me the entire flight. And I curl up on my chair, hungry, and I just play my Game Boy for as long as I can. And then the flight attendant comes by, and she sees me, recognizes me, and she's like, "Can I get anybody anything?" And I was like, "Can I get a soda and literally all the peanuts you have?" And she's like, "No." And I was like, "Okay, well, I want lots of peanuts." And she's like, "No." I was like, "Please, can I have peanuts? I haven't eaten anything in a week." And she's like, "I doubt that," and just walks away. She gives me the soda and a bag of peanuts and gives the other guy a bag of peanuts. And I looked at him and I said, "Please, can I have your bag of peanuts?" And he's like, "No." I was like, "Please give me the bag of peanuts. I haven't eaten." And he's like, "Why haven't you eaten?" I was like, "Because I've been through a very hard week and my family hasn't fed me." And he goes, okay, kid, whatever, fine. And he doesn't believe me until my stomach just starts like, just like, but it's loud. And he just kind of looks at me a little bit weird. He looks at me funny. He's like, "Okay, you seriously haven't eaten?" And I was like, "No! I'm hungry. That's why I want all the peanuts." And he's like, okay, here, you can have my peanuts." And when the lady comes back, he was kind enough to ask for like 6 bags of peanuts. And she kind of looks at him a little bit funny, and he's like, "I plan to drink." I don't know how that was supposed to help, but I guess back then people thought that eating peanuts would make that better. And he just gave me all the peanuts. And so that kind of helped, but I was like, I need more peanuts. Well, I mean, I eventually try to walk to the back, and I try to start scrounging through like the freaking bins, and I was like, I must look like a freaking street urchin in the air, because I'm looking for peanuts, and my sister's just basically sleeping. She's just so tired. We're both exhausted, but I'm just like, I need to eat. I think I found like one of the first class meals that they had back there, and I swiped it. And I think it was just like, basically it was like like the little Lunchables that used to have, like, there's some crackers, like cheese, and then I think it was some cookies and like a drink, like a I forget, it wasn't juice, it was something else. It was something weird, but it was like in a box. And I ate all that, still hungry. But at least then I wasn't like so hungry that I was just like unable to sleep. But I basically just stayed on my Game Boy the entire time, because I was just like, if she comes back for more peanuts, I'm going to just keep asking for more peanuts. Until finally, when we actually landed in back home, we just basically, there was somebody there waiting for us. We got a little taxi. They drove us back home, and we got home. It was just like we were basically like, "We want to go to McDonald's. Take us to McDonald's. Just take us to McDonald's." And I ordered like 2 Big Macs, and I ate both of them plus the fries and a drink. And I was like, "Oh my God, it feels so good to not be hungry anymore." And the thing is, my mom hates McDonald's, and I actually don't like it now either. But yeah, the fact that she let us do that was like the biggest "I'm sorry" I think I've ever gotten. She let us go someplace we never went to. Oh my God, it was. See, I look at this story now and it's awful. This story's awful, but it was funny to me now. It's hilarious to me now. I don't know why it's funny. I think it's just because it's the only way I can kind of deal with it. It's just funny. But it is getting late, and I kind of went through a roundabout story. I want to thank everybody for watching this evening. I hope you all enjoyed me just kind of ranting and raving and telling you all about horrible things that happened to me in my childhood. Again, I'm not looking for pity. It's just, these are funny stories to me. Just that they're awful, but they're just, to me, they're funny. But I hope everybody enjoyed them. I hope you all had a wonderful time spending with us tonight. I will see you all again, I think, on Friday. If not, I will definitely post in the Discord whether or not that's going to be a thing. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to do it. It's not going to be much of an issue. But we will see. If you did enjoy, you can always give us a follow. And if you really enjoy the stories, I tell them quite often, actually. And you can always give us a sub if you really, really like us. Those are always great. And if you want to join the Discord, the link is in the description below. And we would appreciate you being with us. So I hope you all have a wonderful night. Good night, guys.